Thousands of drivers are getting a free ride on Massachusetts toll roads and bridges every year. 22 News I-Team reporter Ryan Walsh discovered millions of dollars of uncollected tolls and associated fines.
Drivers from every state owe Massachusetts money, and there's not much the state can do to enforce the penalties. A 22 News I-Team investigation revealed that drivers owe Massachusetts more than $23 million for outstanding toll violations. The I-Team set up 2 cameras at a toll booth, and it doesn't take long to see drivers going through the Easy Pass lane. The light doesn't go off, and we don't see any visible transponder in their car. The 22 News I-Team went to Mass DOT headquarters in Boston to get some answers.
For a Massachusetts registered driver or registered vehicle registered in Massachusetts, we can actually enforce the toll collection at their next transaction at the RMV.
Massachusetts also has a similar deal in place with Maine and New Hampshire, and they did recover more than $11 million in 2013. But there's no way for Massachusetts to enforce these fines for drivers from other states. It can be a free ride. Each year, drivers from across the country get away with not paying around $5 million in tolls to Massachusetts. Connecticut drivers are the biggest offenders in Massachusetts.
They are.
Connecticut drivers last year alone owe Massachusetts more than $1 million. It's not just neighboring states. Florida drivers haven't paid more than $300,000 worth of tolls and fines. I know Connecticut does not have tolls currently. Has there been any discussion about any outside-the-box thinking for a reciprocity deal where both states could benefit?
We've reached out to them with our reciprocity agreement. There has not been any substantive discussions about innovative ways to have them come on board.
Connecticut State Representative Tony Guerrera has been fighting to add tolls in Connecticut.
We never had a reciprocity put in place in regards, because we never had a tolling system in place. So, but I think if we did have one in place, I think that conversation has to occur.
Realistically, do you think without having tolls in place that'll ever happen?
I do believe it could happen. The conversation can happen. You know, anytime you talk about getting monies back to the states, there's always room for a dialogue.
If you don't have an Easy Pass, you currently have the option to get a ticket and pay. In the fall of 2016, Massachusetts plans to go all electronic tolling, doing away with toll booths and eliminating that option.
We do expect the amount of toll avoidance or toll non-payment to go up. If we can relieve the congestion and we don't collect all the tolls that we think we're due, we feel it's an overall benefit to the Commonwealth.
When electronic tolling begins in Massachusetts, if you don't have an Easy Pass transponder, you'll get a monthly bill based on your license plate. If you want to see how much drivers from each state owe Massachusetts for uncollected tolls, go to WWLP.com. I'm Ryan Walsh, working for you with the 22 News I-Team.